Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lips Reaction channel. I'm Lips, and today we watch episode 5 of season 5 of Game of Thrones, which means this will be our halfway mark through the 5th season of this series show. And that means we are halfway through the halfway season mark. So anyway, that was a lot of halves in there. Don't worry, we're not even gonna half-ass this. This episode is titled Kill the Boy. And a lot of people died last episode. I'm trying to think of who the boy would be. Who would be like, we know a lot of men, we don't know very many boys. Aside from the new king, could technically be a boy. I don't know. I have to wait and see. I'm very excited for this episode. I think, okay, I loved season 4. Loved season 4. I'm really enjoying season 5. Surprisingly. I think I only say surprisingly because while I don't get to spend a ton of time in the comments, I do peruse the comments pretty regularly. And people talk a lot about loving season 4, and people talk a lot about really loving season 6, but no one really talks about season 5. And then I know people talk about the fall off in the later seasons, right? But I don't know. Season 5 is something special to me. So I'm enjoying it. Without further ado, let's get into it. If you want full length directions, they're on Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe here on the channel, and I'll see you in the episode. He's still alive? Could be. No. Don't even say you told her so.
He was a good man.
Barristan the Bold. He crossed a continent to serve me. He was a loyal friend.
And he fought
And
until
he died in an alley.
He fought. Really stop it that way.
Round up the leaders of each of Marine's great families and bring them to me.
I'm the leader of my family. No, you're crazy.
Oh.
You're crazy.
Oh, she didn't mean like for a diplomatic conversation. No. Is she going to let the dragons have them? Danny?
Kivisi.
I fear this might be the first decision I fully disagree with of hers. Uh-oh. There's an interesting line in last episode about her not respecting their culture. And I think that's really interesting and something that I didn't hone in on, but now I am. If she really lets them all die? Oh. Never mind. I thought, oh, she's trained them. Danny! Oh, she's mad.
Sirianiot. Jevi que non tis exondao. Jevi que non tis laudicis osinis.
Why was that so sensual?
Don't want to overfeed them.
Then what?
Tomorrow, perhaps.
You're gonna one by one the leaders? The family leaders? Obviously, she wants some sort of power dynamic here. She wants to regain her power, but I'm horrified. Cute of them to split the body in two so they could both have some.
Forces rise against her from within and without. She sounds like quite a woman.
And she's alone. Her last relation, thousands of miles away.
And he can't go.
Dying.
Don't say that, Maester Aemon.
He's such an
Targaryen.
interesting
Alone in the world.
character.
It's a terrible thing.
Why? A Targaryen alone in the world is a terrible thing.
I need your advice.
Ooh, wise.
Have to do. But it'll divide the Night's Watch. Bitterly.
Uh-oh.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
Do it.
You will find little joy in your command. But with luck, you will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow.
What?
Kill the boy.
What?
And let the man be born.
Oh. Oh.
They followed Mance. They won't follow anyone else. What about you? Hard to lead when you're in chains.
Fair. Are we gonna
What
free
if I
him?
unchained you? Why would you do that? Because you were not my enemy. And I'm not yours. You sure seemed like my enemy when you were killing my friends.
Fair enough.
And for 8,000 years, we've fallen short of that oath.
Whoa.
You belong to the realms of men.
Oh.
Why now? Because now, I am Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
This is exactly the leader I thought he would and could be.
Gather the remaining free folk wherever they are and bring them back here. I'll open the gates for them and let them through. They won't kneel for you, and neither will I.
He's not asking them to.
I want them to fight with me when the time comes. To fight with the crows is the day my people cut my guts from my belly and make me eat them.
Okay.
The women, the children, the old, the sick, what happens to them? You're condemning them to death. Worse than death, because you're too proud to make peace.
Oh.
Or maybe you're not proud. Maybe you're just a coward.
He knows what to say. Oh.
Easy thing to say to a man in chains.
He's gonna unchain him right here, right now. Iconic. Wow.
Your people need a leader. And they need to get south of the wall before it's too late. We don't have much time and they have less. The walkers are coming and they'll hit your people first. Make peace to save your people.
I respect it. Does he, though? Yeah.
Most of them are at Hardhome. You know what that is? Up on Storrel's Point. I can give you 10 horses and 9 other men. We'll need ships. I talked to King Stannis about lending you his fleet.
Oh.
All right then.
Wow.
You're coming with me. You're the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. They need to hear it from you.
Ooh. Okay.
Come with me. Or I don't go.
He tit for tatted. What are you gonna do?
Men, women, and children will die by their thousands if we do nothing.
Let them die.
We need
Less
them.
enemies for us.
Fewer. What?
I'm sorry. Grammatical teachings right now?
They've slaughtered villages. They've slaughtered our brothers.
This is true.
We
though.
slaughtered theirs.
That's also true.
I will follow you anywhere. You know that.
Wow. Okay.
But they killed Gren. and they killed Pip.
Oh.
They killed 50 of our brothers. I can't forget that. I can't forgive it.
Kill the boy, Jon.
If we abandon them, you know what they become. We can learn to live with the wildlings, or we can add them to the army of the dead.
Whoa.
They're better than that.
That? Okay. Okay, people can understand that, right? Right? He's stressed. I think he did the right thing. I really like that. Okay, this boy is scaring me because of the title of this episode. I don't want to kill Ollie.
If you have something you want to say to me, say it.
You don't mean it, do you? Telling the wildlings you want to make peace.
Oh.
It's not a trick.
They burnt my village. They put an arrow through my father's head.
Oof.
They butchered my mother. Everyone I ever knew.
Oh, Ollie.
I know this is hard for you. But winter is coming.
There it is.
We can't face it alone.
Hard truth.
Will there be anything else you need, Lord Commander?
Ollie ain't having it.
No.
He's too close to it in his heart. The pain. Oh, I love him.
Maybe Lady Sansa's better off here.
Better off with the Boltons,
Definitely
who
not.
murdered her mother and brother.
Speaking of close to the pain. Ooh, ooh. They love to mirror in this show.
You lived here a long time.
Hmm.
Did you know Lord Eddard?
And his father before him.
Could be an ally.
The Starks are gone now.
Not all of them. I know who's inside that castle. I need to get a message to her. To Sansa Stark.
Who are you?
Someone who swore to keep her safe.
Swore to who?
Lady Cat.
Her mother's dead.
That doesn't release me from an oath.
Loyal to her last breath, Brienne will be.
I serve her still. Who do you serve?
Ooh, who do you serve?
Come back here.
Ramsay's still sleeping with Miranda?
I'm going to marry her. That will involve looking at her from time to time.
Uh-oh. Miranda's a very jealous person.
You said you'd marry me.
Uh-oh.
When I was a bastard named Snow.
Ooh, wow.
What I want is no longer the primary consideration.
Oh, wow. Poor Miranda. That's what they all want, huh? Their name to live on. Further a dynasty.
Perhaps I'll marry too.
Who are you going to marry? The stable keeper's son?
Wow. What a
You're
jerk.
mine. Unless I have to listen to more of your jealousy. Jealousy bores me. You remember what happens to people who bore me.
Oh, wow.
You're not going to bore me. Are you, Miranda?
Great. Glad to see that Ramsay continues to be one of the worst. What was I saying about there not being like a true hateable character right now? I take that back. Forget about Ramsay sometimes. I think they were made for each other. That is so terrifying. What is that face?
I've come to refill the wash basin.
Oh, I don't need.
You still have friends in the north. Light a candle in the highest window of the broken tower.
But who?
You're not alone.
Huh? You're not alone. The North remembers. And this is like, oh is like the only, I think this might be the only time anyone's ever been kind to her that she can probably like fully trust it. But does she still have the ability to fully trust in her? Wow. Miranda. Great. Good. Awful.
Down there, at the end.
What is it?
That would spoil the surprise.
It's not gonna be good. She's not there anymore. Which is even weirder. Of course, of course.
Theo.
Nope.
You shouldn't be here.
Oh. They would probably kill him if they knew he said that.
Do you have something to tell me?
No, my lord.
Reek.
She saw me.
Who?
How did he know?
You mustn't keep secrets from me, Reek. Get on your knees.
To be fair, he did tell you. He's gotta know who let her in.
Give me your hand.
Is he going to punish Miranda?
I forgive you.
Pardon me?
Allow me.
She's gonna be even more on edge.
My lady, we are all a family, we Northerners.
Hmm.
Our blood ties go back thousands of years. So I'd like to drink to our wedding.
Ay, caramba.
To your wedding.
To your wedding.
Oh, she's not even pretending. Oh, she did not cheers at all.
It must be difficult for you, being in a strange place. This isn't a strange place, this is my home. It's the people who are strange.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. Very strange. More wine, please.
So agreeable.
I heard you two had been reunited. In a fitting place for it. I like to imagine that the last time you spoke was in this very room.
Cruel. Cruel.
Angry with him after he...
Killed her brothers, as far as she knows?
what he did. Don't worry. The North remembers.
No! That is...
He's not Ironborn anymore.
Oh, that is disgusting coming out of his mouth.
Why are you doing this?
Because Reek has something to say to you. Don't you, Reek?
Uh-oh.
Apologize to Lady Sansa for what you did. Apologize for murdering her two brothers.
Oh, I was like, what? Huh.
I'm sorry.
Bolton game manipulation strong.
I'm sorry.
Sorry about what?
He's gonna break.
For killing your brothers.
Theon Greyjoy is going to return. In full form.
There! Over and done with.
Jeez, Ramsay is terrifying.
You know what, my lady? What with him having murdered your brothers and the rest of your family gone, Reek here is the nearest thing to living kin that you have left. You will give away the bride.
No. What?
Someone has to. What better person?
Not the person who killed her brothers. We know they're alive. She doesn't.
Waldo and I have some good news as well. Since we're all together.
Uh-oh.
We're going to have a baby.
Wonderful.
I'm very happy for you.
From the way she's carrying, Maester Walken says it looks like a boy.
Uh-oh, Ramsay, your time. Right? He is a Bolton now, but that's not good news for him, I don't think.
You disgraced yourself at dinner. Parading that creature before the Stark girl.
Yes, thank you.
You're worried about your position.
My position is quite clear. I'm your son. Until a better alternative comes along.
Kill the boy. Oh no, is he gonna kill the baby?
You've never asked me about your mother. She was the miller's wife.
Similar
Apparently
to the
they'd married without my knowledge or
keeper's
consent.
daughter. Oh.
So I had him hanged. And I took her beneath the tree where he was swaying. She fought me the whole time. She was lucky I didn't hang her too.
What?
Later she came to my gates with a squalling baby in her arms. A baby she claimed was mine. I nearly had her whipped. And the child thrown in the river.
You should have actually. The way Ramsay is. No wonder he's so despicable.
And I saw then what I see now.
He was
You are my
created
son.
under the most despicable circumstances. Wow. She's like, great. I didn't kill the boy. I saved the boy. And now you're the boy. And now you're my son.
Stannis Baratheon has an army at Castle Black. He wants the Iron Throne.
He wants
And the road to
Winterfell.
King's Landing comes right through Winterfell.
They're planning for him. Well, shit.
But the North is ours. It's yours and mine.
No.
Will you help me defeat him?
Just say no.
Yes.
I don't know why there was any thought in my mind that they would just be like, no. Ramsay would just be like, no, actually. Sorry.
Every book there is?
In the world.
Well, no.
Oh.
They say the Citadel has the largest library in the world.
Where's that?
The Citadel? In Old Town.
Oh. She's so eager to learn. Oh, did he make her feel dumb?
Sorry, I don't know things.
Oh.
Look at me. You know how to do 100 things I can never do. And stitch a wound.
I can wash the linens. I can sweep the floor.
Well,
Why does
Oh.
the Citadel have the biggest library?
it's where they train the maester. I wanted to be one when I was young. I wouldn't have met you.
Is he gonna go with Jon?
You're Samwell Tarly. Your father's Randall Tarly. Defeated my brother at the Battle of Ashford.
Well, we hate his dad, so.
Fine soldier, your father.
Thanks.
You don't look like a soldier.
Hey.
I'm told you killed a White Walker. How?
With a dagger made of dragon glass.
Why would obsidian kill a walker?
I don't know.
Who knows? But he did it.
All the old manuscripts hoping to find something. And all I've learned
Oh,
is that
that's
the
why he's
children
going
of the
through
forest
everything.
used to hunt with dragon glass. I've seen it, Your Grace.
Seen what?
White Walkers.
And when they come,
We have to know how to fight them.
Duh. And that's why he's studying. Samuel. There is strength outside of just being able to wield a sword.
Your Grace, wouldn't it be better to wait?
Time.
When Jon Snow returns with the wildlings, we could have thousands more men.
They're going south?
But every day we wait, the odds shift in Bolton's favor. This could turn to winter at any moment.
Winter is coming.
Do you think Father will let me go down into the crypt?
Beg your pardon?
At Winterfell. All the kings in the north are buried there. Doran and...
First things first. There's a long march ahead.
And then a battle.
Is there
Yeah.
going to be a battle?
I'm Princess. You won't be anywhere
There's
near...
enough talk of battles, Sir Davos.
You know what?
Yes, my queen.
She's brave. You hate her.
Scared.
Well, I am. When the battle comes, promise you'll protect me.
That's really cute. Oh.
I hope you know what you're doing with these wildlings. I need those ships.
Have a safe journey, Your Grace. And thank you.
Oh. She wanted that shadow. She wanted that shadow, Jon Snow, mother sucker. I don't know. I'm kind of down with her these days. I say that and then she does something and I'm like, okay. She's kind of despicable. But then, I don't know, she's just so steadfast. I just feel like she's like one of the only characters who doesn't waffle a lot. Wow. That sucks to lose that many people. Quite the army, Stannis has. He is alive.
You're still too weak.
Barely.
Sebaristan. Shikringonta.
Oh.
Ungringonta ni vali.
Oh, that's not true.
Shikringontatori. Osvelito na dinkakido. Are you ashamed?
He just said he's ashamed, did he not?
I am ashamed because when the knife go in and I fall to the ground, I am afraid.
Men fear death.
Not the Unsullied.
I fear I never again see Miss Sunday from the island of North.
Shut up. That's cute.
Sir Barristan counselled mercy when I took this city right up to the morning he died. Dario Naharis thinks I should kill the former masters and let the rest of the city fend for itself. What do you think?
Maybe I think you need to make a decision for yourself.
You know why I'm here. And you know who will suffer the most if this all falls apart.
That's true.
I have seen you lean on their experience when your own was lacking, and weigh the choices they put before you. And I have seen you ignore your counselors. Because there was a better choice. One that only you could see.
Okay. I have generally stood behind most of what she's done.
My queen, please do not do this.
What about Vala Morghulis?
I did not want to die a coward. Apparently, I do not want to die at all.
Okay, most people don't. You're fine.
Takes courage.
Sorry, that was so dismissive. It does take courage to admit fear.
I came here to tell you that I was wrong.
Oh.
I was wrong, and you were right.
Oh. About tradition.
About bringing the people of this city together.
Wow. I thought we were gonna have to wait an entire season for her to do this.
And in order to forge a lasting bond with the Marinese people, I will marry the leader of an ancient family.
Oh.
Thankfully, a suitor is already on his knees.
Oh! I don't know if she had to go that far, but...
Long, sullen silences and an occasional punch in the face. The Mormont way. We're going to be spending a lot of time together on the way to Marine.
We are.
What would make our time together truly enjoyable would be some wine.
No wine.
Wow. Sorry.
You're going to bring Daenerys a souvenir from her ancestral homeland in case I'm not enough. You know what they say? The Doom still rules Valyria.
Oh.
What about the demons and the flames?
Uh-oh.
Aren't you afraid of the Doom?
Not
No.
fun. I don't want to go. Oh. I would also be afraid of what pirates are afraid of, to be fair. That is stunning.
For thousands of years, the Valyrians were the best in the world at almost everything. And then?
And then they weren't.
Ain't that a tale as old as time?
Fly upon a wall. The waves, the sea wind, whipped and churned.
A city of 1,000 years, and all that men had learned. The doom consumed it all alike.
I would clap.
He's not letting you out that easy, my guy.
I suppose this is it then.
It's quite
This is
peaceful.
what remains.
This is what remains. Uh-oh. But also exciting. That's Dragoon, right? Dragoon. So that is why Dragoon be going home somehow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, not a person. Stone man? Oh, we need to cut him loose.
One more! Cut me free!
Yeah, you gotta cut him free. You gotta cut him free. Uh-oh. What in the hell is this disease? Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh. Oh my god, they were gonna credit us.
Tyrion. Tyrion.
He was touched though. Oh.
You're heavier than you look.
Okay.
Did any of them touch you?
He lied.
You? I've seen grayscale before. Nothing like that.
I suppose that's why they send them there.
Oh my god, they just dumped them there. We knew that because he said, oh my god, Stannis said that. They told him to send his daughter there.
Of course, I wouldn't have needed saving if you hadn't kidnapped me in the first place.
Okay, fair and true.
So, what now?
We walk up the coast. With luck, we'll find a fishing village. Maybe another boat.
Oh, we lost our boat? Interesting addition to the story. What's going through your head? He was touched. He was touched. There's something about this show that every once in a while I don't get embarrassed, but I feel a little sad because I feel like I'll never live up to expectations in terms of reacting to this show. And it's that sometimes when I'm reading the comments and people get upset that I didn't get certain things, I think the layers of this show go incredibly deep. And if you're a fan of the show and you're watching this reaction because you're a fan, you have maybe seen it more than once, or you've seen different reactions or something. And I think what makes this show so good is the layers that make it is impossible to catch everything on your first time. And part of that is that these episodes are 45 to 60 minutes, if not a little bit more sometimes. And every single piece of dialogue matters. The symbolism is, I have found, pretty key to telling the story, or adds some layers to it. You have the sigils, you have the houses, you have these callbacks, you have these drops of information before you get the full information, and sometimes I do feel a little embarrassed when I read certain comments, and I'm like, oh, I feel dumb that I didn't get that when it happened. But then we get to an episode like this, right, where how would I have known? I mean, granted, I did remember it in the end, right? But the conversation between Stannis and his daughter was very touching. But also, in the moment, I was like, okay, cool. A touching moment between father and daughter. He was saying he wasn't going to, it's his daughter, but the episode is titled Kill the Boy. He wasn't going to kill the baby. He wasn't going to send the baby away. And he drops this little piece of knowledge about Valyria, or Valeris, or that place. And also we get a little bit more information about this disease that she has, or the condition that she has, right? And we understand that she got it because he bought a toy and then she put the toy to her face. So that gave us more information that I had previously clued in on, and that was key. And then we get to this point at the end of the episode where that conversation becomes so incredibly important. So incredibly important. And it is what makes this show so good, but it's also what makes this show so fun to share. Because me watching it for the first time, I have someone very close to my life who hasn't seen it, and I want them so desperately to start watching it, and I want to watch it with them. Because one, I want to see their reaction to the show, but also I think it will be enjoyable to rewatch the show with a friend and start to pick up on the additional layers that I missed the first watch. Because I do think that's one of the things that makes the show so legendary, is the inability to catch everything on your first time watching. That was a really long-winded dump of some things in my brain in terms of experiencing the show, but regardless, I'm always so grateful that you guys are here. I stand by, I don't know, season 5 might go down as one of my favorite seasons. I think at the end we're gonna have to do a wrap up of like what my favorite seasons were and what my favorite episodes were. I want to do so many different little I want to do like this, like a little like a who I'd take on vacation. Like I want to do like a little tier list. Who I would take on vacation with me. Who I would bring with me in the apocalypse. Like things like that. Little tier list just of Game of Thrones, just to add in like a little extra piece of like silly, fun, short formed Game of Thrones, like snackable content for you guys. I don't even know if you guys would want to watch it, but I think about that every once in a while, just doing a little something like that. Anyway, that's another tangent. I'm in a tangent mode tonight, but this episode was very good. I think this season continues to surprise me. It keeps me in awe. It shocks me. It has me gripped. I am sad. I am ready to continue to see this season through and what it has to give. Because what it has given so far has been so incredibly juicy. It's like this season is like when you get that specific orange or watermelon or whatever your fruit of choice is. And you pick it up from the store because you're like, yeah, I'm really in the mood for this specific fruit. And then it is the juiciest, tastiest, it has the deepest flavor. And you're like, wow, I haven't had an orange like this in so long. It's so good. And then you try to go get another orange and it's never like, you just never get that same experience. It's like a very rare, juicy, deep experience, and you've got to savor it. And that's how I feel about season 5 right now. I'm very excited to see Dany's story progress because I really did think they would draw that out a little bit longer. I think maybe she just saved herself and progressed her storyline more. And I know as I'm filming this, it's June like 3rd or something, and I'm very excited to start getting into House of Dragons. I'm withholding. I think I'll probably start recording House of Dragons. I'm thinking when I get to season 7 or 8 of Game of Thrones, and then start uploading kind of before we officially finish Game of Thrones. But that's really a logistical thing that's not super important. But anyway, okay, I'm going to stop tangenting. I am going to save some of my thoughts or just compartmentalize them because I feel like I want to watch another episode. So I'll see you for episode 6 reaction. Oh, before I do go though, Kill the Boy was the title of this episode. And sometimes I do love to circle back. I actually really love to circle back and talk about the titles of the episode because it is one of my favorite things they do. Sometimes I just forget in the heat of emotions at the end of these episodes. But Kill the Boy was such an interesting title because at the beginning I was like, who are they going to kill? I took it very literally when I was scared to go into this episode. And then we have this moment between Aegon Targaryen and Jon Snow. He says, kill the boy, become the man. And I think that will stick with me for so long. Like, I think you will probably very annoyingly hear me say that until the day Jon Snow dies, which I hope he never does. But, like, I think Jon Snow is killing the boy and he is becoming the man. And I think a lot of characters in this show are killing the inner child. Or maybe not killing the inner child, but they're killing the adolescent. They're killing maybe the naivete. They're killing that sweet summer child in them, aren't they? Like, even Sansa's killing that sweet summer child inside of herself. She's becoming that woman. She's becoming a force to be reckoned with. And that's a storyline also that I'm very excited to circle back on, is just the North remembers is an iconic line that precedes the show. So I talk about this every once in a while. There were certain things that I went into the show knowing. I went in knowing that I didn't even know her name was Sansa. I don't think I knew. Gosh, her actual name. Sansa's like the actress who plays Sansa. I knew that she was called the Queen of the North. I knew that there was something called the Red Wedding. And I knew the phrase the North remembers. But other than that, but I don't even think I really if you would have asked me before I started this journey what I knew about this show, I probably would have just told you the Red Wedding. The North remembers, though, is definitely something that I feel is referenced enough in pop culture that I did know deep down. Hearing Ramsay say that in today's episode, in episode 5, was disgusting. It felt very icky. It felt very, I wanted to gatekeep it and be like, don't ever say that again. You are not the North. But at the end of the day, kind of is, and that's a really, but he's not. He is now, but he's not. But he was. Oh, he was, because the Boltons have been with the Starks for a long time. But were they ever really with the Starks? Okay, well, okay. Look, now I'm going back on a tangent, and my slime has been slimed to death. So I'm going to set that down. We're going to end this rant and enter into episode 6. So I will see you there. If you want full-length reactions, they're on Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.